So, meine Damen und Herren, seid jetzt nun gespannt darauf, wie man ein Gesicht und Ähnliches gewaltfrei verunstalten kann oder umändern kann. Dann seid jetzt bitte gespannt auf das folgende Bühnenprogramm, denn Mad Squirrel FX, beziehungsweise eine Person davon, Sandy von Mad Squirrel FX, wird euch heute jetzt zeigen, was man aus einem Gesicht machen kann. Er wird Popeye machen, hier live auf der Bühne, so gut es geht, so schnell es geht. Wenn es sich nicht ausgeht, wird er weiter drüben am Stand weitermachen. Sonst, wenn ihr Fragen haben solltet während der Vorführung, während der Demonstration, dann wird euch von irgendjemandem ein Mikrofon gereicht, ihr könnt die Fragen gerne stellen. Und jedenfalls bitte ich euch um einen großen Applaus für Sandy von Mad Squirrel FX. Bitte auf die Bühne. Please enter the stage. Stage is yours. Please, applause for Sandy.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, so glad to be here. I'm going to be doing a makeup demo, so if you guys want to watch or have any questions, you're more than free to ask. I'm going to be doing a demo on Daniel Else. Maybe you know him, he's a Austrian cosplayer. So yeah, I'm basically going to ramble on, so if you guys listen to what I'm saying, that's great. If you're not, still great. So basically what we're going to be doing right now is applying a Popeye makeup from a silicone. It's a silicone prosthetic makeup. And I created it especially for Danny for this event because he asked me a couple of months ago if we're available to be on YuniCon and if we can do the makeup. So here we are. Yeah, you can put it on. So we already applied some pieces. We applied the arms, we applied the bald cap, we applied the neck piece just for the expedience of the stuff because we only have an hour and a half. And usually these are 3-hour time makeups that we do, usually, if we get the time. So I'll just apply the pieces. So basically what we did was we came to Austria, we came to Vienna, and we took a live cast of Danny in our hotel. And then over the course of time, I sculpted the makeup using plasticine and his live cast, and we made the silicone pieces that we're applying today. Yeah, already asked that. So basically, I'm just going to go through an item that I'm using. I'm using a cheap disposable IKEA brushes, bought in IKEA for €5. Really cheap and really nice. And I just poured some silicone adhesive into the cup so it would be easier for me to apply it instead of from the big jar because it's too big and awkward. So I'm going to place a little bit of adhesive on Danny's nose, on the tip of the nose. And I'm going to start the application. As you can see, this is a really thin silicone piece nose. And you'll have to excuse me if I go quiet for a moment because, sometimes when I get into this, I'm not very talkative. But like I said, if anybody has any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. Or not. So anyway, the makeup was broken down into pieces for ease of application because if I was applying it as a really big makeup piece like a face mask, it would be really difficult to get it applied in one go. And also, it would take a long time to do so. So this is an easier application, really. So like I said, the hands were pre-applied just for the expedience sake. It's also silicon-filled appliance, but we filled it with foam. That was an experiment we did, and for now it seems to be working, so don't take us against us if the hands fall off or something horrible happens to them. This was first time trying something like that to make him a little bit lighter, but I see that I haven't managed it a lot because Danny is still complaining for the weight of the hands. Well, I'm not sure what to talk about anymore, so Danny, if you have any questions, just hit it up. You can? Okay. Open your mouth. Good. No, it sticks because I'm using silicone adhesive, so it's gonna stick like crazy. And right now I'm just gonna use some alcohol to melt the edges away from the appliances because we're using a special kind of a bolt plastic. A bolt cap plastic can be melted with alcohol. So then the edges of the appliance become seamless with the skin. Basically, you won't be able to see, hopefully you won't be able to see where the appliance ends. Now, usually when we do big appliances for movies, we try to get the appliance as close to the color of the actor as possible, but here I know that he's going to be Popeye, and it's just going to be a one-time deal, so we weren't really bothered if the appliance is not matching Danny's skin, but because we're going to paint him afterwards. No, the appliances are not reusable, they're only one-time deal. After we use them up once, you have to throw them away and make another set if we have to repeat it. So basically, it's a little bit of a tedious process, but you know, you can make a reusable appliance from just silicone, but then you will have really bad edges and they don't fill. They can't be this seemingly blended into the skin like these ones can. But once you melt the edges, after reapplying it, it cannot look the same ever again, so. Close your eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna apply the face and the chin piece. It's also silicone-based appliance. So I'm first gonna snip at the silicone and open it up. You okay, Danny? Good. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to just try the fitting of the beard. Because it's a big piece, I'm going to take it slowly applying it. Yeah. I think I'm gonna need an assistance for this one. Is anyone willing to come up and help? Anyone? Guess not. Yeah. Hello. What's your name? Daniela. Hello, Daniela. Yeah. I'll have to ask you to help me out to hold stuff because this is a big heavy piece, so it's not easy to apply it by myself. So yeah, just offer it up to him again. There it is. Okay, just hold the chin right there while I glue the rest of it, because when you usually do this big stuff, we usually have an assistant, but I'm afraid I don't have one. So Danielle, if you have any questions for me, it would help for a conversation. How long did it take me to prepare? Well, basically, I prepped it in 5 days, basically. I mean, we worked for a month already, but we were doing it with other jobs, so basically I was doing maybe a 4-hour a day for this makeup. So, you know, in reality, it took us 5 days to make it. No, it's not reusable, so it's a one-shot deal. Well, it's a pity, but you know, that's the nature of the beast. Because, you know, from these delicate edges, they're all going to be ruined after we take it off. And like I said before, you can make it reusable if you just use silicone, but we were using this bolt cap plastic that you can melt. And after that, when you take it off, it looks like crap. So, you know, it's not supposed to be used twice. How are you feeling, Danny? How long? As long as he wants it. That depends on Danny. I mean, basically, I guarantee for 6 hours it's gonna look good, and then after that, it's, you know, overkill. Oh. No, I'll have to take it off. I mean, he can take it off on his own, but he needs the right removers. Because right now we're using this strong silicone adhesive, and if not handled properly, it can actually take off your skin. Yeah, it's that strong. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Will I manage it? Oh my god, I almost did. Yep, I did it. Nope, I didn't. Huh. And that's why you need an assistant. Wait, don't touch it. Just close your eyes. Yeah, I'm removing the makeup because I made a mistake. So that's something you don't say to everyone. Yes, you can fix it if you catch it on time. If you don't catch it on time, you don't fix it. You just go with it and play it like everything is okay. You know, pretend, whoa, it's supposed to be there. I mean, come on, man.
It's art.
Yeah, it's art.
Oh, battle wound.
Yeah. It's artsy. Get with the times, man. Popeye is so modern. Okay, now it's good. Can you open your eyes, please? Yeah. I mean, you do know that this eye is going to be closed because you are Popeye. You know, he's not supposed to have his eye open, so no complaints about that one. Everybody knows that Popeye has a squinty eye he cannot open, so he's like always... Okay, that's... I'm a self-taught makeup artist, but there are schools for this. You have them all around. You even have them in... I think the nearest one here is in Italy, from Vittorio Sodano, the guy who did the movie Apocalypto. No, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for your help. Thanks, Daniela. So like I started saying, there are a lot of makeup schools, especially in America, but you have a lot of schools in Europe as well. The best school, in my opinion, is from Neil Gordon in UK. Or if you're someone like me who doesn't give a damn to pay someone else to show him, you can, just buy the materials yourself and start learning. And of course, there's Danny likes to mention Stan Winston School of Character Arts. That's an online school where you can buy a lot of different things, and you have a lot of things about costumes, I believe, right, Danny? Yeah. Yeah, and they have a lot of videos on those courses, so you can learn how to make a muscle suit or, all kind of creatures and how to do this stuff. But,
But there's also YouTube.
yeah, and there's also YouTube, of course.
Should we close my eye or?
Yeah, you can close your eye. So how does the beard feel? Is it heavy? Oh, good, it's fine. Better than the arms, okay. Well, at this point, everything's going to feel much better than the arms. As long as they're hanging down, okay? Let it loose, man, let it loose. Okay, now I'm just going to finish up gluing on these edges. Is there someone who's going to tell us the time when we're... Okay, good.
Close my eye.
Yep. Just keep them closed all the time. It's going to be easier on you. You won't know what's coming.
Well, I don't see it anyway.
True, true. Okay, I need you to open your eye right now. Look up. That's it. Keep looking up. Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna keep on going about this makeup. So when Danny entered the contest, I really liked his idea about the Popeye, and I decided to have a go at it because another makeup artist already had his go, and they all made him look too old. So I just decided to go with a half cartoon version of the Popeye that I loved, because basically when I was reading up on Popeye, he was supposed to be 34 years old. But he was also toothless, for some reason, I'm guessing the scabies. And he had a squinty eye, so at one point it was like he lost his eye in a fight, but then later the creators deemed it too gruesome, and then they gave him the ability to open it from time to time, and he was just squinting for the fun of it, of his character. But yeah, I decided to give Danny a squinty eye as well, without the ability to open it. That's my gift from me to you.
Thank you.
To make it difficult as much as I can.
Yes, make it as difficult as possible.
Because like having this cosplay isn't difficult enough, let's make it more challenging. Okay, now I'm gonna melt the edges around.
I think I'm stuck to the garbage.
Yes, you are. We'll powder your hands later. Close your eyes. Yeah. Sorry?
Keep the eyes closed.
Yes, keep them closed. I mean, you're gonna have a closed eye anyway, so, you know, you have no need for that one. All right?
Tell them maybe about your job or what you do, like what you're working on.
Okay, so Danny told me to talk about a little bit about our job. So basically, I run a small company in Serbia, in Belgrade, called Mad Squirrel FX. And I run it with my partner and also my wife, Lana Rakanovic. And we specialize in prosthetic makeup effects for movies. So basically, you can find 2 films right now on Netflix that we worked on. We worked on Extinction and Tau. And for both movies, we created all the prosthetic effects in them. So if anybody wants to check them out, please do. Not the greatest movies, but you know, they will entertain you for a while. Also, we've been in this business about 15 years now, and we were always trying to stay ahead of the curve, you know, not to get lost behind from the competition from UK and America. So basically, we were always learning new techniques, and every time a new material would come out, we would buy it, try it out, test it to make sure that we know how to use it properly. And so we started working more and more on foreign movies than domestic ones, which in its own way is good. Because on domestic projects, you know, they usually only have bullet wounds and stuff. And here you get the chance to work on something more interesting, so that's a big plus for us. Any more ideas, Danny? I'm out of ideas for the conversation. If any of you guys know what to ask, just ask away. Why Popeye? Yeah, right, Danny. Why Popeye?
It's great. But why did you keep the makeup over the others?
Well, first of all, they were lame, and Popeye is fun. He's a fun character for me. And plus, I watched Popeye when I was a kid, so, you know, nostalgia. You okay?
Yeah, it's just something. I think it's still alcohol.
I don't know, if it was alcohol, you would know. It would sting.
It's tearing up a little bit.
Oh. What? Ah, we did a live cast, which you filmed. Yeah, and you have a clip on Danny's Facebook, I think. And I'm not sure if you have that on the side of the YuniCon, but yeah. You can see how we did a live cast in a hotel room. It was a really small hotel room, so I'm pretty amazed how we made it happen. It was hot. Well, yeah, it's hot as well here. I mean, I'm sweating up a sweat, so. Feels the same, like I'm in the hotel room right now.
Something about porn,
What? Something about?
what? Porn?
Yeah, something about porn. And now the final piece. The forehead. 5 pieces, I think. 1, 2, 3, no, sorry, 4 pieces. Not included the bald cap. Okay, so I'm just gonna slab him with some adhesive. You're really gonna love this. Just keep your eyes closed. If some glue slides down, it's gonna be better if your eyes are closed.
Tips, do you have any tips for people who want to begin?
Tips. My tip is just be sure that you want it, because this is, for the past couple of years, I was never really into cosplay, and then some people from Slovenia called me to be part of their cosplay convention called Nameni Nevidnega. And it was the first time actually that I attended a convention that wasn't movie-based, because, I always do movies and then we always go to the film festivals and whatnot. And so, cosplay for us wasn't the concept that we were ever thinking about, but then we were like, okay, let's try it. We never really consider it. So why not try new things? And then when we went there, we did a demo of a makeup of a demon girl, because I know that cosplay is, about creating characters that already exist, but, I always like to make original characters of my own. So basically, I didn't make anything from a video game or a movie. I just made a demon girl, of my design. And there I met Danny, and he told me about other conventions in Vienna, so we decided to try and check him out to see what's it like. And well, I'm just gonna start talking because Danny now said about people who are starting out. Basically, what I found in the cosplay world is that a lot of stuff that I don't find really expensive, or or what I find efficient that you guys don't, because these are two different worlds. Because you guys are doing this from the love of it, and you're using your own money. And I always look at it from a budget standpoint, like, okay, this is the newest material, it costs a lot, but production is gonna buy it. And I always look only at the pros that I get with the material that I'm working with. If it's expensive but it's gonna work great on film, I'm gonna use it. I never look at it like, okay, this is expensive, I'm gonna try something cheaper, because in the past we went through that route trying to get as cheap as possible. It never gave us good results. But then of course in cosplay, the cheaper materials don't actually mean that they're going to look bad, because you're only doing it a one-off tribute. You don't have to think about stuff that we do, like continuity, that it looks good every day and stuff. You just have a one-off and that's it. You're maybe never going to use that character for cosplay again. So we're trying to get the old school way techniques and start, doing more stuff that it's cosplay friendly, because, okay, the stuff I use isn't friendly because it's always expensive. Like, let's say the silicone adhesive. It's really costs a lot, but it's really good because it's gonna keep your makeup on for a whole day without budging. And if you try to remove it without the remover, you're probably gonna rip out half of your skin. So, and then again, in the cosplay world, I know that a lot of you people use Mastix, the spirit gum, right? And basically, I hate that adhesive because it doesn't hold up. It falls off really easily, but then again, it's cheap. It's really cheap compared to the other stuff that holds up better. But like I said, yeah, they always use Mastix for the wigs, but that's the old school. Now that you can buy a silicone adhesive, but it's also cost effective to use Mastix still because it works. But the problem with it is it crystallizes through time, and when you have it under a prosthetic, it's going to fall off real quick because of the sweat, and the sweat makes the spirit gum crystallize. So it's not really good that much for prosthetics, in my opinion, if you're doing stuff like this. But then again, like I said, cosplay community is something else, a totally different level than what I'm used to, like I said, because I'm from the movie industry. So, you know, what doesn't work for me, it might as well work for you guys. You know, this kind of makeup, like this Popeye, you know, you don't have to make it from encapsulated silicon. You can just make it out of pure silicon. And, you know, it will look good. And I think it would look satisfying for a cosplayer who wants to go that route. Or you can try with cheaper materials like gelatin.
What about latex?
Or latex, but I don't like latex because it's not flexible on the face. So you don't get any, you know, face movement. Oh, sorry, I didn't put any of these here.
What's the hardest part about the things you do?
The hardest part is about working with people. But no, I'm serious. You know, when you're working with actors, you know, unlike you guys who like to do this, the actors are not always pleased with the stuff you're doing to them. I mean, even if, you know, they know they read the script, they signed the contract, but, you know, they're not always happy to be a creature or to spend 4 to 5 hours in a makeup chair. But, you know, that's the way of living. So for me, that's the hardest part, you know, getting to know the actor and see if he's okay with the stuff you do to him or if he hates it. You know, doing makeup stuff, I find it fun, so doesn't matter, you know, if it's difficult or not. You can always find a way. The longest makeups that usually take are old age makeups or look-alike makeups. If you have to make someone look like someone else, realistically, that's really hard. So it takes a long time to get it right. And of course the old age makeup, because that's realistic. When you're doing fun characters like Popeye here, you know, there's no real Popeye in real life. You can say, oh, that doesn't look like Popeye. But when you're doing realistic characters, then you have to be aware of it, that it cannot go into the realm of fantasy. So those are the hardest makeups. And with the fantasy characters, yeah, it's fun. You know, making an elf is fun. Making a centaur or a werewolf or something, that's pure fun. Okay, just gonna finish up the edges. Just half an hour. Oh, so we have 1 hour left. Okay, so I guess I'll finish the makeup on stage then. That's good. Good to know. I'm not rusty at all. I mean, come on, this is a piece of piss for me. This is a piece of piss for me. Now, Danny, I have a question for you. Do you have a can of spinach?
No. You don't send it here.
You could have made it.
Yeah, I forgot because because I was a bit stressed with the comp. I wanted to actually. And now
Oh.
I'm falling out.
Oh well, next time.
Do you have any spinach?
Drinking already.
Put it together here on the right side.
It's stuck? Where?
Yeah, there.
Okay. I'll put talc on it. No, it's gonna be fine until it doesn't evaporate. When it evaporates, and just put some talcum powder on your lips. Okay. Open your mouth. Okay, should be fine now. Now close your eyes, the squinty one. Okay, now I'm just gonna retouch a couple of edges. There was a hard part. You're a fine model. You just sit, you do not move. So that's great. Well, the hardest part about this makeup is there wasn't any hard part because, you know, it was a fun job. Well, easy peasy lemon squeezy. It was that easy. But yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot my adhesive. Can I go to the cart to get it? Yeah, sure. Getting off stage. Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm gonna use a paste called Probando that's used for retouching bad edges. Because I'm talking and trying to think of what to talk to these people. And it's hard to work at the same time and do this stuff. Yeah, well, at the end. But yeah, since Danny said it, I'll throw it on. If anyone wants to, we have a small booth near the door there where we apply scars and wounds and whatnot to cosplayers who need some battle damage. So you're more than welcome to join us after the demo at our booth. Or if you have some questions or just want to hang out, you can do that. Okay, I think those were the only bad edges and one on the side.
Are you gonna put something over the eye?
Yeah, I'm done. I mean, you can open your eye a little bit.
Yes, okay, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not gonna make you be completely blind. Yeah, and anyway, I'm gonna be using just regular old sponges from the store.
So not just expensive material.
Yeah, screw expensive materials. They charge a lot for some stupid things that you can get into hardware store. Okay, while I'm waiting for this to dry, I'm gonna apply some tattoos to Popeye. Okay, so everybody knows that Popeye has some sailor things on the sidearms. So I'm gonna be using the tattoos from the company called Tattooed Now. These are their designs, so you can find them online. They have a lot of tattoos, temporary tattoos that is. But with this design, I'm just gonna cut out the anchor because I don't need the rest of the stuff here. Just so I can figure out where's the scissors. So I'm just gonna ask, can somebody please give me a little bit of water? If anybody has some water to spare. Thank you. You can just put it down. Thanks. Okay, now. Nope, this is fine. Yeah, these tattoos are printed tattoos by the company called Tattoo Now. And basically you just need to stick them on and then wet the paper and then remove it. And it's gonna stick, in theory. But I have to say I never tried it over silicone, so we'll see how it works right now. This is the first time I'm gonna be doing it over silicone appliance. On the skin, it works great. No, not really. They're tear resistant. I mean, of course, don't go brushing against the walls or something, but you know. Oh, yeah. Right. No, I'm never careful with anything. I just go for it. You know, I'm the kind of person that if it meant to work, it works. If it doesn't, oh well. There's a strange sponge that doesn't absorb water. Yep. They don't absorb water properly. Which is weird, because they're sponges. They're supposed to do that. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm sorry for the people in advance who hear me grunting, because I'm really tired and this is bothersome. No, I haven't. 5 hours. That doesn't count. No. I guess I'll have to finish the tattoos later because this is not working. Probably because of the cheap-ass sponge. Oh, there it is. That's one. You can film the other one. Oh, now I'm thinking that I put it in the wrong place.
Too late now.
Yep, it's too late now. Yeah. Nah, The best thing is people don't have any idea who you are. Yeah, a great sponge that's water resistant. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Just trying to wash it out because it annoys the hell out of me. Okay, did it work? Oh, it worked. Lovely. Oh, there we go. This anchor turned out better than the other one. Now let me dry you off. I'll have to draw that one. Yeah. Now I realize that there is no garbage disposal here, so I'm just gonna put it in your lap. Okay, now the fun part for me, painting. I'm gonna start painting the makeup. Half an hour. No, that's fine. Whatever we don't finish here, we're finished at the booth, so. You just shout when the time is right, man. Okay, now I'll be using alcohol-based palettes here. Paint his arms and the face. So you'll just close your eyes and enjoy the process as much as you can. No, these are alcohol activated colors. And I'm doing the flickering technique because it's more natural that way, because our skin is actually made of a lot of different colors from little dots. Or we can try the regular way, the old-fashioned way. No, I'm using a brush. Yeah, I'm using a big fluffy brush for this one to apply the color quicker. Well, it's not heavy, is it? No? Oh, that's good. Well, I'm glad. I was worried for a moment, that you're gonna die from exhaustion. Good. That's good. I'm not. I melt easily. On set, we take our time a little bit more. You know, here I can just get in and do it as quick as I can. But on set, you always have to be a little bit more slower. Now I'm applying the reds to the cheeks, to the nose, wherever you can get those nice freckles of redness. Yeah, the materials can be bought online from UK. Right now I'm using Neil Gordon's alcohol palettes that are really cheap because usually alcohol palettes cost about around 100 euros and these are just 30 euros. So, I mean, in my world, that's a bargain for alcohol activated makeup because usually it's way too expensive. And it depends on the brand. So these are called key colors. And they have a lot of different colors you can choose from.
What's the minimum equipment somebody can start, or so somebody can start doing all this?
A minimum equipment. Well, it depends. It really depends on what you want to do with this makeup because, you know, if you're doing prosthetics, you know, you can start with latex and plaster. And grease paints are quite inexpensive, so that's something I would start out with. You know, but at the end of the day, like I said, it always depends on the person, how much are you ready to spend for something that you're making, because that's really all about it, how much money you have to spend and how much time you want to dedicate yourself to trying to do some stuff. All right, now I'm gonna switch the colors. I'm gonna go to the brown palette and I'm gonna start spraying him with a little bit of umber colors. Well, it depends on how crazy you want it to look like. I mean, right now I'm gonna for a freckled half-tanned look because, you know, Popeye is a sailor, so he's out in the sun. So I'm gonna do a lot of freckles and blemishes. But, you know, it's more of a preference for a makeup. And a little bit of dose of realism. And now I'm gonna in with some bluish brown color because Popeye is a man and he has a beard stubble. So just gonna spray on a little bit of stubble color.
It's really all about the detail because you get it out of any ready.
Yep.
Any sort of special brush you're using for this?
No, I'm just using a cheap disposable bristle brush for painting. I think in English it's called a chip brush. Bristle brush? Yep. Sorry. And now I'm going to switch a brush and then I'm going to finish off his head with more reddish color. If you don't mind, then we're going to finish the arms at the booth. You could, but you would need about 20 spritz bottles because I'm always changing colors. Yes, you could. But then I find that cumbersome, so I just don't. And plus, they give a big spritz. These are finer, small spritz, so not the same, really. Well, I don't think they have any questions. I think that they would ask it by now. And just open your eyes. It's fine now. Okay, did you bring the hat? Oh, it's in the wardrobe. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think we're done for now. What? Well, final words. That sounds really bad. Yeah. Closing words. Thank you for watching the show. The makeup is done, and we're going to continue at our table. So if anybody wants to join us there, you're more than welcome to. Yeah. So you're gonna put on your costume now to the end? Yeah. 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 So we can see what needs to be painted, and that's it.